evening. These are two poems that we passed through a translation washing machine. September. Colorful marching squads consider the ruins of our times. Those who have the means flee, of course. Jealousy is universal. I hover, cross back and forth with molested women and people vendors, signaling, making no secret of my sympathies, wishing for a disaffected young thing to ride with an old savior. In hiding, traversing eras, their faculties blurred, misremembering everything. Go, leave, run. It is you who will make our cities new and glassy. What use are utopias when failures of imagination give up the uncomplicated touch for shades of abuse? Move once again, straight ahead or diagonally to capture next month's confusion.
Fromage américaine, suis à la traîne, mais tiens, un Yorkshire. Moi tout craché. Le Bataclan, c'était il y a 15 jours ou plus, s'embrouille le premier libraire ivre qui m'arrose de rosée. Ravi par le discours osé, moi censé introduire ambassadrice, de quelle campagne? Où ça? Comment l'appeler? La chair supporte le poids, panique générale. L'épouse tient le choc. Serait-elle en détresse? L'internesse s'interroge. Le passant de Dublin peut n'en faire qu'à sa tête. L'agent déroule ses foulards, un défilé de mode en soie, exhibe un torse des gens,
I march with robots.
terriblement
I am coffeed up by the hosts,
de Venise.
Americans.
Je monte sur ma carte de visite.
After the cheese break, I start lagging. England spits all over me. The Bataclan was a fortnight ago, says the drunk librarian, and pours me more rosé. I love you. My daring speech when I was supposed to introduce the ambassador's campaign is called out from the pulpit. General panic. My wife holds her nerve. My agent rolls his sleeves in distress, exhibits his terribly hairy arms, a show in itself. On my trendy site, in anticipation of European expulsion, the web works wonders,
les restes de nos
and
temps
Ireland carries on.
qui possèdent le sens, la puce de la course, l'envie universelle. Je tangue, vais et viens avec une femme battue et les marchands d'êtres humains. Je lance l'alerte sans sécréter d'affect. Rêvant d'une nouveauté impassible pour chevaucher un vieux sauveur, en douce, traversant les airs, leurs universités floues dans des faux souvenirs. Pars, feuille, et cours, c'est toi qui formeras nos agglomérations vitreuses. À quoi bon le nulle part quand l'imagination lâche sa touche simple pour l'ombre d'un délit? Encore se mouvoir tout droit ou bien en crabe.
The Rainbow League
pour pincer le
sees
malaise
sense and docks
du
the
mois
race,
prochain.
honorable among the detritus of our times, the envy of the world. This is my pitch. A purveyor of humanity, I re-enter with a broken woman. I raise the alarm, as should be made obvious. I probe for a dispassionately modern way to carry this old champion along. Under the radar, we cross generations, her philosophy a misty memory, dreaming this leafy avenue will inform our translucent collaboration. What's so great about a clean home if it lacks imagination? The simple touch, a whiff of transgression. I make my move each month, crapwise if necessary,
cyborgs, with
to
a little
see
help
the
from the
most
princess.
corrupt moment.
America, after the cheese spreads, I feel quite aloof. So British of me. Bataclan? Ancient history, shouts a madcap librarian, pouring wine on my shirt, and I love it. My fearless tongue preludes to the campaign of the foreign envoy, but he's snatched from the stand in a sudden upheaval. His spouse does have nerves of steel. My agent takes his shirt off, for lack of a better move, revealing a shockingly hairy chest, his idea of a fashion show, for my state-of-the-art blog. To anticipate rebuttal on Europe's last frontier, the web works wonders, and Ireland abides.
I screw around with robots, fueled by shots of Princess America. Afterwards, reclining on a sofa, I become vaguely distracted, with England foaming at the mouth that the Bataclan is not in the past. It fuels me again with madness. I think I like it in some taxonomical way. My untamed tongue forms a prelude to my decampment to the consul's retirement chambers. Obeying our mutual vice, we tear at each other on the desk. What a disaster. How will this play with Ireland's nerves? My impotent agent is tearing his hair out in desperation, obviously a powerful performance. In anticipation of a reprise, I put it on my website, this random canvas, which works wonders. Now, on the edge, will our marriage just about hold?
Return. The Spectres League seizes the meaning, but will not jump, draped in its pride among shambles and the spite of our time. Such is my motto. No thanks. I return with a whistle-blowing harassment victim, let it be known. A modern and stern composure is likely to keep this aging champ under the radar throughout generation, with a pale souvenir of a theory, in the hope that this festooned avenue rubs off on our colorless pact. The wonder of a clean home is its lack of fancy. The slightest contact smells of murder. I move up my pawns, month in, month out, in crab walk if needed, not to miss the moment of utter degradation.